Ooh, what it is, what it do, man. I want to give a special shout out to each and every one of you, man. Hold on, y'all. I don't think they heard me. So let me say it again for my OG family and my new friends. Thank you for tapping in with me, HG, and allowing me to be your number one source for sneaker news, streetwear news, and any kind of content in between, man. How is everybody doing? Um, we are here after Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving was last week, wasn't it? I lose track of time all the time. But how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Did y'all eat well? Did y'all have good family experiences? I can tell you right off the bat, mine was a little wonky, a little just a little bit stressful, as the holidays tend to be. I guess what I see on TV is uh, in reality sometimes what I tend to experience. But all that aside, I hope everybody had a really good Thanksgiving. In terms of shoes, last week we didn't really, you know, get anything worth mentioning. Now we did get some Jordan. I think they were Royal Blue One lows. We did get those. I'm not a huge fan of lows unless it's something real good. It's got to be something real good. And I think, not to say that that Jordan One was not really good, but what's good, Marcus Crown Kicks Stevens, man. Salutes to you, family. Man, glad to see you here, man. What's going on? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. But not to say that that's not a good shoe, but just like the blue Jordan 1 highs that I passed up on, it's getting to be way too much blue. One of those when it comes to the Jordan 1s, it's way too much blue, way too much yellow. And we almost started to see way too much green, but they kind of dialed back on that. And just to reiterate, man, I know we got some new people that hit the subscribe button after I dropped a few videos. Don't you worry, the videos that I promised you are coming soon. Thank you for tapping in on Tuesday Night Soul Source, man. We just sit, we vibe, we chop it up, and we have a good time, man. We converse about some of the crazy things that you would never think would be going on in this space. But hey, this is a crazy space, no matter how big or how small you may think it is. But yes, we also had the drop of the Alma Manier Air Force One, and I'm going to talk about that as well. But before we get into that, I'm going to get into a little bit of some BS. You know how we always start to show off with the BS to kind of get all the negative energy out of the way, and then kind of, take it through on a positive note and try to end on a positive note. But it seems like what's going on with the sneaker space is a bunch of BS. So we might be going through a lot of BS tonight, but we're gonna try to end it off on a positive note, man. You know what I'm saying? But to begin it off, speaking of some BS, I do apologize for the late start. I had to get my ginger and honey tea going because I'm gonna tell y'all this one thing: stay away from children, because they are some germy little things. I got sick last week before Thanksgiving, and then a little bit before Thanksgiving, I got better, but I couldn't shake, the sinus thing, and I was sniffing and sniffing and sniffing, and then I ended up with a sinus infection. So I gotta have my tea with me, and I wouldn't have been able to do the live without my tea, or I'd been coughing, and it would have been a whole big nasty ordeal. So yeah, that is some starting BS. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, or I hope at least you saw the thumbnail. That's going to be the main focus of tonight's show. Nike and their artifact program and the backlash they're getting from the artifact program. Now, X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, man, they were going crazy with the conversation about this yesterday. And I'm gonna show it to you all. I'm gonna pull it up. I might play it. I'm not gonna play the entirety of the conversation that was had, but from my understanding of the conversation, there was some pretty prominent individuals that know some pretty prominent individuals that were working for the Artifact program and a couple of whistleblowers as well with some really good inside information on that. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and check out what's going on. Let's see. With the what do I want to go? Where do I want to go with night? Well, okay. So this is where we left off last time. We left off talking about the Rookie of the Year Air Jordan 1 lows. And when I last spoke about this, I was like, no, this is definitely not it. This is a no-go. This is trash. I know we try not to use the word trash, but this is one of those things that should have been kept and left alone. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can identify with me on that, can agree with me on that. But y'all let me know, like, what did y'all think of that? Now, let me see. Okay, that's not what I wanted to bring up. That's not what I want to bring up. Let me bring up this Nike real quick for y'all because, like I said, Nike didn't have much to offer. So this is the Game Royal Jordan 1 lows. They are still sitting. Full size run, except for men's size 16. Because they never make a lot of pairs of that anyway. $140 is the retail price. And speaking of sitting, real quick, how are y'all feeling about your black cement threes? So I went ahead and picked up the 2024 black cement threes, true to 88 OG form. I've heard a lot of different opinions on these. This is my second pair. This is my second pair of black cement threes. The leather on here is buttery, pretty nice. And I know I said a lot of things about the black cement threes, and one of those things I said was these are not worth picking up a second pair. But I have a really good reason and a really good explanation as to why I picked up a second pair. You all are just going to have to watch the videos that I'm going to drop this week and then give me your thoughts and opinions on those videos, man. Go ahead. When I drop those videos, turn up on them videos for me. Give your comments, your thoughts, your opinions, your ideas, and your likes and your shares. But for the most part, everything is good. Okay. They did it the hell out of my box. So at first I thought it was a bullet hole. I thought it was a bullet hole, and I thought I was gonna be the one of those people that had a bullet in my shoebox. But no, they just did it the hell out of it. Which I don't mind, I guess, because for everybody that says we don't wear the box, but we do pay for the box and that $220 ridiculous price tag. But yeah, it is what it is. We are currently streaming on YouTube and Twitch. So shout out to everybody in those spaces, trying to grow my Facebook. So if you're new around here, please feel free to follow me on Facebook, trying to bring the Facebook world into the sneaker world, bring those people over here to join the family. Great family, by the way, man. We're doing something amazing over here, and I can't thank y'all enough. And like I mentioned last week, we're going to be in the Spotify space. So go ahead and look up my name, Homegrown Kicks, over on Spotify. Podcast coming near you for if you're not able to be here and watch the show live, and you don't want to just go back and burn out your mobile device battery, just sitting watching the video. Maybe you don't like my face, but you're okay with my voice. Head over to Spotify, follow me on Spotify, and you got some content coming your way. So I'd appreciate you for any follows over on Spotify, but content is definitely coming. I think I'm going to start editing the content and then putting it up, or I might just straight drop it on there. But getting back into Nike sneakers, you had the Royal Blue Jordan 1 lows. Like I said, they're currently still sitting. Um, I'm pretty sure just by the fact that they're sitting, that this was a thought process for everybody, that nobody really wanted them. Another shoe that I don't know how much it'll come as a surprise to you, but it's not much of a surprise to me. The the Amamanier Air Force One is still currently sitting, but the majority of sizes are sold out. We've got the women's 6 left, the women's 6.5, and the women's 7 left. So the vast majority of them are sold out. But for a good extended period of time, these were still sitting. In my opinion, what was the retail price for these? Retail price $150. Not a bad price, not a bad colorway. The materials look pretty good. You know you're gonna get some really good materials with Amamanier. But was this a must-have for me? No, it wasn't. And now it says the Amamanier is all about classic footwear with timeless luxury design. With this ethos at its core, Amamanier continues its 10-year anniversary celebration. So this was in celebration of 10 years. While you were sleeping is still the brand slogan for it. And it's the Air Force One with a diffused taupe leather and layered swoosh logo in anthracite, phantom, and light iron ore with a translucent bottom. But yeah, I mean, it's got the Amamanier logos on the back. It's got the monogrammed Amamanier logo all on the sock liner and on the insole. You've got a leather tongue patch. Basically, and the ombres or dubre or whatever, the lace, the little lace thingies at the bottom. One has the Nike swoosh, the other one has an A for Amamanier. But the typical usual design that you would expect from Amamanier, the usual monotone colors, maybe slightly outside of the box with this peach colorway. But again, in my opinion, nothing special, but not bad either. So how many of y'all actually went for these? What did y'all actually think of the Amamanier Air Force Ones? Y'all let me know. What else we got? What else we got along here? The Grinch cleats, the Kobe Grinch cleats, those did pretty well, man. Those were everywhere. NFL Sunday, a lot of athletes had them. They sold out. It's a Grinch. It's a Kobe 6 Grinch, and it's in the cleat form, so you can't go wrong with that. You also had the Air Jordan 12 Women's Phantom. This is a really nice colorway, but not too many people rock with 12s. It's got to be the OG colorway for people to really actually fool with 12. A lot of people are still waiting on the taxis. A lot of people are upset at the fact that we don't have the taxis yet. And then they also promised us the flu games or the bread 12s. Those are still supposedly coming out in 2025. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Maybe the taxis will come out, maybe they won't. You just never know. But the blueberry 12s, that dropped about a week or two ago, they seem to be doing insanely well, I guess based off of the strength of the French blue 12s. Resale is going up for that. I'm pretty sure it's going to go up, and then it's going to hit a point where it peaks, and it's going to come back down. But as of right now, resale is doing pretty well. But these Phantom 12s, $200, no sir, full size run, with the exception of the women 14, women 15, and women 16 and a half. And as I'm speaking, I got a hole in my mouth because I spilled my tea on myself. And if you're watching live, you just watched me live spill my tea on myself, which is real super embarrassing. But we live, we learn, we get through it, and we move on. Now, speaking of moving on, so Fortnite And this whole rollout of sneakers on Fortnite seems to be a really huge thing. Now, um, they started out about a month ago, almost, I believe. Again, my timeline is all jacked up, but they started out about a month ago or so with the Jordans. This dunk right here, Midnight Navy and Varsity Red Dunk Code JP. The only reason I know about this is because of Fortnite. Now, these looked really good on Fortnite, but in this imagery, they look terrible, and they are sitting in every single size that they came out with. Now, I guarantee you, with my opinion saying that they look terrible, because this is almost like a what the Nike Dunk, Code JP. I would even go as far as to say that this might even be something that has to deal with Fortnite. But with me saying that these look terrible, in my opinion, the leather looks incredible, and I guarantee you the leather is good because Nike tends to put great leather materials on shoes that nobody really wants. The Dunk likes to be seen, and this iteration is no exception. A vibrant mix of Midnight Navy, Varsity Red, Neutral Gray, Orange Blaze, Varsity Royal, and Varsity Maze create a high energy colorway you can't look away from. Premium leather overlays, there you go. That might not even be true because we know Nike likes to blow smoke up our tail, but it says premium leather overlays combined with crisp stitching. Yeah, okay. Sipping my tea on that one. And detailed accents for a clean finish. Of course, the Dunk isn't just about looks. Lightweight cushioning and a padded low-cut collar. Lightweight cushioning? How about no cushioning at all? And a low-cut collar help keep things comfy because you should feel as good as you look. Lace them up and be ready to have all eyes on you. All eyes on me for a good reason or for a bad reason, Nike. But looking at the shoe, I'll let you all be the judge of that. I don't know. I'll let y'all decide on that one. Um, Other shoes that are supposed to come out, I guess I will throw that out there. The Air Force One Kobe supposedly dropping on the 6th of December. That's this week. As a matter of fact, that's in 3 days. What's today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's Friday. Friday at a retail price of $130. 10 a.m. is the drop time for the all white and yellow pair. The black pair, remember we talked about that last week. The black pair is more limited, limited to about, I think, like they said, like 1,000 or 3,000 pair, something like that. So if you want that, man, good luck with that. But these are not bad. These are not bad. Just keep in mind that Air Force Ones do run big. They run about a half size to a size and a half big. Unless you run across one of those weird situations where Nike decides to have a manufacturer correctly to size, and then if that's the case, you're kind of screwed if you follow that advice. But for the most part, Nike is running the Air Force Ones like a half size too big. That's another one of those reasons why I stayed away from Air Force Ones this year, because I bought the sweetest swing in the game pack, Ken Griffey Jr. Air Force One low, and sorely disappointed trying to put those on. But you know, it is what it is. Now, let's head on over to Twitter real quick. Oh, hold on. Bro, you came just in time, bro. Now, of course, y'all can't see who I'm talking about, but with that level of excitement, y'all better know who I'm talking about, man. We're gonna head over to Twitter where there's a lot of intellectual conversation, and who better for intellectual conversation than the one, the only Kari from the Has Have Had shop. hopefully he don't jump on me this time, because if you all are familiar and you all watch the lives, um, towards the end, me and Carl, man, we be vibing out, and then toward the end, he jump on me about something, and then
Nah, not today. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Hope you had a good one. I'm in here with some technical difficulties, but I'm here in spirit. So couldn't leave my
man,
brother hanging on the Tuesday night.
speaking of technical difficulties, man, I can only hear out of one headphone, so either I'm gonna have to send these joints back because I just bought these last year, so they don't have to
What kind of headphones
gonna
are
have
they?
to the Beats.
Oh, okay. The studios.
Yeah. I'm thinking about well, no, are these the studio? I don't think they are. But I'm thinking about upgrading to the big joints, the actual studio joints.
Okay, the Studio Pro.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't, and they were working fine just the other day, and now all of a sudden they decide they want to crap out on this side. So we'll see.
Oh,
It's not the first time I've experienced this issue, but yeah.
well, hopefully they still under manufacturer warranty. We can get something popping. But
Yeah.
yeah, what's going on? I heard Twitter and the cesspool of the internet calling my name. So
So let's go ahead and jump over to X, formerly known as Twitter. Now we ain't gonna be here for a long time. I promise y'all tonight we ain't gonna be here for a long time because I'm gonna get some of this medicine, fall into a coma, and hopefully end this sinus cold in the next like 48 hours because I can't deal with this
dang,
being sick for
everybody is
like
getting
2 weeks
sick.
straight. Well, see, like I was saying earlier, man, like so I was around kids. Kids,
Okay,
like the little children got me sick.
that makes sense. Kids are like the harbingers of pestilence, bro.
Right. But they'll make you stronger if you can get over it. And then after I got over the initial wrath of that cold that I got, I couldn't stop sniffing. But like my sinuses were really bothering me. And with me not being able to stop sniffing, I ended up with a sinus infection. So I woke up with a sore throat. So I'm trying to knock that on up out of me. Pause, no diddy, all that other kind of
Yeah, because
millennial
it was
verbiage.
a lot of diddies on that sentence, but I was gonna let it go.
Yeah, yeah.
I figured you wasn't gonna do
um,
it. I was like, yeah, let's be mature.
so yeah, let me see. Now, like I said, man, it's gonna be a night of a lot of bullshit going on. And this is no different. Okay, so I don't know if you all heard the news. Um, about a week ago or something like that, a dude bought a storage locker, and the storage locker he started pulling out a bunch of clothes, a bunch of high fashion name brand clothes, and a lot of times, and they still had the tags. A lot of times when you go into a storage locker and you pull out a lot of high fashion name brand clothes, you know, 9 times out of 10 it's fake.
Yep.
It's usually fake. So I mean, he was skeptical. I was skeptical. I'm pretty sure the rest of the world was skeptical. But going further into the video, the dude goes into the locker, pulls out a case, and it ends up being Roddy Rich's grandma.
Wow.
So he ended up finding Roddy Rich's storage locker, and here's the video.
This
Let me see.
heck is this? Roddy Rich. There's no way this was his freaking
Granny.
Roddy Rich Grammy. Was this his
Jordan
freaking
4
locker?
neons
Did
on
he
his
just find
feet.
Roddy Rich's locker?
Why did he
Let's
have it in a
trash that.
storage locker?
My God, he didn't leave me anything else, but
Let's trash that sleeveless
I don't even know what to
shirt he
say.
got on. That's
This is
trash.
priceless.
It'll fit.
The recording I just found the Roddy Rich's storage unit.
I don't care if
5
you
by 5.
are
There might be some goodies in here. I
I don't
guess
care
so,
if you
because I don't
are
know.
storage
Recording of
wars
Roddy Rich
hunting. If
featuring
you
best
gonna
rap
record your
performance
stuff, then you
with
better have
Nipsey
it.
Hussle and Hit Boy, 2019.
So you trying to tell me he found the box.
Anything else in here?
Yeah,
No, that's it.
That
yeah.
was a Roddy Rich reference, in case
Wow.
nobody got that.
This was a crazy unit. $280. We have over like $5,000 in this 100 books.
So, how much did Roddy Rich
Grammy.
pay them to do this promo real quick?
I thought there was gonna be something else in that suitcase, but it's all right. Holy yo, this was the best. Like
Let me see. How long? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Speeches. This is
that was the clothes he
We
found.
just got a freaking
Dope
Grammy,
ass
Roddy
jacket.
Ricch.
Dope ass jacket. Dope ass
Roddy Rich
clothing
like
pieces.
5'6", so that's got to be from the kids department.
I don't know,
Air dust
but the
bag.
shit was dope.
The Louis V Air Forces. If they would have been in there, that would have been on another level. We just got a freaking Grammy, Roddy Ricch. I searched it up, and this suitcase literally saw a name somewhere. Yup, right there. That's his name.
Dang, you gonna dock
Why you
Roddy
gonna show the
Ricch?
man?
This is the
Dang,
craziest
bro.
thing.
God damn.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
This
Oh my god, you know, Sonny.
boy, this dude is lame as fuck.
Okay, I'm not about to lie, bro. This is giving staged. Like, I just don't believe Roddy Ricch got his Grammy and a bunch of designer clothes in like a random youth store number
Well, see,
4. Like, I think this just seems a little foo.
But
But I'm a
look,
skeptic, and plus
he
he's on
purchased
ass.
he purchased the dude purchased the locker for $280 too. But see,
So
here's
like,
the thing.
knowing that when I get down there to the house,
I
it's gonna
said the
be there, you
same
know what I
thing.
mean, whatever. So
oh, that's Roddy
him
Ricch
getting
right
into
there.
that exit, that
Yes, he posted
Okay.
knowing
he posted a
that
video
when I
because
get
the
down there
dude
to the
started
house,
talking
it's gonna
shit.
be there, you know what I mean, whatever. So him getting into that accident is how, you know, that shit even got mishandled.
So apparently,
Once we received the news that the kid had,
so apparently his manager had his stuff. And you know, his because he, like he just said, he travels with his Grammy when he in the studio or whatever, whatnot. And his manager got into an accident, and the stuff ended up getting put into a storage locker while his manager was in the hospital, and I guess people forgot about it and stuff like that. And that's how the dude ended up you know, paying for the locker.
Okay,
had
now let's make
the
it
Grammy and everything, we get on the phone with him immediately. We found the video at like 1,000 views, called him immediately, you know what I mean, and like offered him something, but he was basically saying like the money we was on ain't shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I got like 10 bands for you, whatever. He like, man, that ain't shit. I want 50,000. First he asked me for an AP. Then
Yo, okay. This motherfucker is a L. No, okay. You know how much Grammys mean to artists. You know how much Grammys mean to the people who love said artist. The first time, I'm not gonna lie, first time I saw that video, I thought the dude was gonna get a clothes. Keep the clothes, and then I thought the dude was gonna be like, if you know Roddy Ricch or whatever, but I thought he was gonna do this behind scenes. I thought he was gonna be like, well, you know, just tell Roddy to hit me up. I got his Grammy. I'm gonna give it back to him.
Cause what you gonna do with a Grammy with somebody else's name on it?
Right. That would have been the move.
That's like if I found LeBron James gold medal, then he was like, I want it back. I'm gonna give you $20K in a bunch of sample shoes. I ain't gonna be
Right.
like, let's haggle, cause bro, even if I flexed it, they gonna be like, what you got LeBron's gold medal for? That ain't yours.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad you said that, because like Shaq told a story that back when he was in Atlanta for the Olympics and they gave him a gold medal, he threw his gold medal out on Interstate 75. Now, like, if things hadn't changed that much, I probably would have took my ass out there looking for that gold medal. And I probably would have kept that thing. But yeah, too many things have changed. But yeah, the dude, I would have at least expected him to be like, all right, I'm gonna give you your Grammy back. I mean, no, I don't know. Like, if he decided to pawn the Grammy, would he really get anything for it?
Yeah, that's like back to the Olympic gold medal thing. A lot of the value of a gold medal comes from prestige, because the actual value of the medal that they use to make those awards is not high anymore.
Right.
So like, bro, Roddy offering you 10 bands. Now you supposed to be a flipper, a hustler. You paid 200 for it. He
Right,
offering you 10.
right,
Maybe if you wanted to be scum, you could be like, yeah, let's do 15, 20. But now you jumping up for like, yeah, let me get 50 bands. Bro,
right.
am I even getting 50 bands in royalties for this song? Man, I'm not about to do that. Get out of
Right.
here, man.
So
It's 50 bands, or you can keep 4G's worth of gold, if that much. It's up to you,
right,
bro.
right. So it's like,
Then he asked for 50,000 and he wasn't, you know, so it never was about, oh, you know what I mean, we're gonna do it on just the strength of trying to get it back to you and all that type of shit. It was more so about a nigga trying to get clout off of it, or a nigga trying
facts.
to basically extort me for $50,000. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we went through that. He told me to go to sleep and wake up on it.
God
Or go
damn.
to sleep on it, think about it, right?
Shit.
So you know, and this is something that's sentimental to people from where I come from, you know what I mean, and just it's sentimental to us, you know what I mean? So for what he's talking about with just people feeling the type of way, he could have got
Okay. I'm gonna say this. Bruh is straight lucky that Roddy Rich did not like come out with this conversation before dude gave the I don't know, did he, I don't know if he gave the Grammy back or whatever, but if Roddy Rich tells this story, because I mean it sounds like everything is being conveyed in the past tense, but if Roddy Rich is telling this story and the dude ain't gave him his Grammy back, oh, dude, it ain't pretty. Lil Titan say, "Yo, what's up, my beloved brethren? What's good, Kari, man? What's good on all Lil Titan, man?
What
Salute to
up,
you."
LT? What's happening?
But that is man. I got hold on. We got to hear what Roddy Rich talking
could have
about.
got heckled by somebody, I don't know, you know what I mean, and just sending him whatever. People who love Nipsey and who love Roddy, who just, you know what I mean, care a lot about it and want to see that back into my possession. So I don't know what he's talking about with the threats and all that, bro. I got 2 kids, bro. I don't even play, you know what I mean? I just mind my business, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he's talking about with that, but you know, the main thing was just trying to get it back, right? So boom, we come to an agreement of, all right, well, we'll meet you here and get a Grammy back or whatever. So we was like, you know what? Since you're bringing it back, we're going to give you some money. You know what I mean? We're going to give you some money for that. Yeah, y'all worried about the 2 kids. We're going to give you some money for that. So we was like, shit, bring the clothes too, and we'll throw you some money. You know what I mean? And when he ended up coming to the police station that we met up at, he had 2 cops, 3 niggas with cameras trying to create a moment out of it. And it just was that the whole situation put a bad taste in everybody on the team mouth. It put a bad taste in everybody's mouth. So everybody just wanted to get the situation done with, wanted to pull up, get the Grammy, you know what I mean, and maybe take care of him if he wanted to be cool, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't pull up with anything, which was confusing to bro that pulled up. And you know, so that's why he asked him the question about the clothes and shit. And you know, and that was that, bro. I you know, definitely on my behalf, it was a mistake just not being more on my business and making sure that everything was locked up and taken care of. But like I said, it wasn't nothing on like, oh, we just throwing shit away or moving around, bro. That Grammy means so much to me, bro. I recorded it when I did Kanye Donda, bro. I record right next to that motherfucker. When I do my albums, I record right next to that motherfucker. So yes, I look fucked up, man. I'm working on this album. You know what I mean? I don't cut my hair when I'm working on albums, but you know, that's the reason why I had it with me, moving around with me. And you know, it just you know, I'm glad it's back. You know what I mean? I'm glad he found it in his heart to give it back and, you know, do all that. But, you know, I just need to do away with the accusations of, you know, us doing anything bad or being bad people, bro. We send love to everybody. And, you know, we just want everybody to be at peace. And we love knowing that.
Okay. Oh, so he ended up getting it back. Because I was gonna say, I was questioning whether or not he got it back because Roddy was like, bro pulled up, and his boy was like he was empty-handed, and his boy was like he was empty-handed. So I'm questioning like, did he actually get his Grammy back or not? LT man said, yo, homegrown, good to see you doing well, brother. Much love and respect from Chicago. Always, man. Salutes and shout out to Chicago, man. Hey, glad to see you here, man. The family glad to see you here as well, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. But yeah, and Roddy said the dude decided to bring him back his Grammy out of the kindness of his heart. Okay. Let me tell you what I get out of that. Roddy trying to be nice. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure what he really wanted to say was this dude on some sucker nigga stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some sucker-ish. And all that the dude gave it back to him out the kindness of his heart. Not to say that Roddy did it, but I think he gave it to him out of the kindness of an ass whooping, probably from a fan or something like that was threatening him. Because how you go from give me 50 bands to, oh, no, just... Give me 50 bands and sleep on it. I'll just bring it back to you. Just meet me at the police station. Nah, that just don't happen for a scummy ass dude like that. But that's some crazy shit, man. That's some crazy shit. Glad to see Roddy got his Grammy back because he's definitely like one of my top. Would I put him in the top 10? I don't know. Like, who would you put in the top? Would you include Roddy in your top 10?
Top 10 what?
Like artists.
Hell no.
Okay.
He ain't even in my top 50. But
Top 50? What?
of all time, Roddy Ricch?
Oh no, I mean I'm talking about like of the last like decade or so. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean if we talking about like
still a little
art,
high. But I ain't gonna lie. Like when I heard you just mention like somebody threatened him, all I could think about was him. When he was all like, I done put 100 bands on Zimmerman shit.
I done put 100 bands. Yeah.
Boy, Roddy probably said, look here, bro. Don't make me go back to the west side on you, bro. Don't make me take it back, bro. Like somebody contacted this dude and was like, hey, bro, this is one of the ones that be living their raps. So go ahead and like even if Roddy ain't say he was about to do something, if you telling me somebody got enough income that they could leave a Grammy and designer clothes in a little storage unit, if you could haggle them for an AP, I know they could put
they can get you cooked.
Put an M on your head, you Luigi brother now. Like it's simple, bro. All for some internet clout, boy. You go missing, ain't nobody gonna miss you, bro. Type stuff. Like I just finished watching The Penguin. Like ain't nobody gonna miss you, bro.
And see, here's the thing: like he could have gained so much more just by giving Roddy his Grammy back. He could have got the clout. He could have got the connections. He could have got like God knows what.
Join the entourage, been a feature on the next album.
Right. I'm like, hey man, let me just talk on it. Let me do an interlude or intro or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let me get like credit for it and get paid for the credit. You just pay me for the credit, that's enough. I'll be set.
Yeah, like let me get a royalty check. You in the room with a man that's in the room with somebody like Ye, bro. Let me get some free, not Yeezys, but whatever the next venture that you about to be on. Something.
Marcus Crown Kick Steven said, hell no, he ain't in no top 10. Lil Titan said top, what is that? A million or a billion?
It look like
so many zeros, it don't even matter.
That's how much money the dude was asking for that Grammy.
Oh man. LT man said, homegrown, what's your thoughts on the Travis Scott Dark Marcos, personal or resale?
How many damn mocha shoes Travis Scott got? dark mocha, light mocha, reverse mocha, medium roast mocha, vanilla latte mocha. Like, damn, bro.
So let me see. No, do I want to? I don't want to exit out of
Like, that's
it.
all Travis Scott diet consists of: mochas and olives. I'm like, damn, boy, you eat anything else? I'll
Well,
fucking
he
die.
stole it. He okay. So for when you steal somebody's swag, I mean,
Uh-oh. Who's swaggy still?
you already know.
Nah.
ASAP.
Okay. Oh no, 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 no. We ain't about to do all that.
Yeah. Look, I look crazy.
No, no, not this debate.
But I mean, he said he pulled inspiration from ASAP.
I,
Swag. So
I could see that. Like Travis Scott to me, because back in the Al Faro days, when he was still wearing Vans and
yeah,
all that,
yeah,
you can still see some of his rager aesthetic starting to take form. Like he owe a lot of his personality to that ASAP Rocky effect, and so do a lot of modern streetwear. Like I don't care what nobody say. I've been wearing
right,
ones since the '90s. ASAP Rocky and the ASAP mob going to these thrift and vintage stores buying $800, $700 Jordan ones from '85. People wasn't doing that in the culture before ASAP Rocky. Like,
facts.
if you was doing that in your little poster B hood or whatever, that's good for you. You're not famous. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people in our generation and younger. They wasn't checking for no Jordan ones. They was in the outlets. They was trash. Them
Right.
them Jordan 1 lows with the big swoosh that's everybody grills was $56. You know it. Lie to your mother
Hey,
about it.
facts. Hey, that's facts. That's definitely
ASAP
facts.
Rocky got that shit popping. But like musically, I just find it weird that a New York nigga is saying a Houston nigga stole his sound when his sound itself is chopped and screwed,
Yeah,
inspired by Houston niggas. That's kind of
yeah,
weird. And I
yeah.
know that a lot of they beef stem from Travis hitting his girl first, which I ain't breaking bread with nobody that hit my girl either, to be fair.
Lord have
But
mercy.
um, yeah, I will give ASAP his flowers on that. Now his Puma shoes and all that stuff he doing now,
Trash.
dude, dude, like damn. But yeah,
so like now musically, I don't know nothing about Travis and Sap. I leave that alone. But I do know Travis took inspiration. When you steal somebody's inspiration, or well, you can't steal inspiration because inspiration is inspiration. But when you like take on somebody's signature ideal and try to make it your own identity, like you can't come up with nothing uh too much of anything different. And I'm a big testament to that. So
I will say in the beginning I saw some of the aesthetic. Like even though it is a Jordan 1 he biting and the backward swoosh has been around since like Rodman, LeBron
right,
team did it.
right, right.
That brown, dirty, cactusy aesthetic is very much Travis.
Yeah.
His Jordan 4 Houston Oilers, very much
Now that
his.
was definitely Travis.
And then the friends and family purple fours for the scissor, the double cup fours as I like to call them.
Yeah, yeah.
You,
Those supposed to be dropping next year, maybe.
I reserve judgment. If they do drop and they slightly the same or the same, that'd be cool.
Right.
I'm not one of them
You
purists
know,
that be like they should never drop.
the
I'm not
only
gonna say I don't
thing,
care, but like I'm not like pressed.
right, right. And the only thing, if they do drop those, the only thing that I really care, okay, and I need them to keep the upper the same, like the majority of the upper the same, as well as keep that translucent bottom. Anything else, do what you want to do with it. Just don't throw no damn speckles on it. Oh my gosh, I fucking hate when they throw speckles on uh Jordan 4s when it don't need to be on there, like those Canyon Jordan 4s. Like it's a good Jordan 4, don't get me wrong, but for the love of God, I mean, they've been out for about a year now. Let's be honest. Those green speckles on those purple Canyon 4s is
Mm,
ass.
those fours I recently saw at a shop worn, brand new or gently used, great. Man, when they start getting
Right,
some wear and tear on them things,
right,
and like you said, when that orange, green speckles start to really become prominent because the luster of the purple has worn off, you kind of like, ew. It
right,
kind of look like I threw up on a shoe, but I didn't clean the throw up off the midsole. Like you
right,
can still
right,
see it.
right. So the question was the thoughts on them. I've
Man,
seen
we
them
got
in hand.
sidetracked.
Right, right. We got super sidetracked. I've seen them in hand, and they nice in hand. Like they're clean. And when I say what I say, we got to keep in mind that it's an all brown shoe. It's an all brown shoe. There's nothing like different about it, so to speak. And when I say that, there's like no variations or anything to the shoe except for different color tonals of brown on there. But it's a good shoe. Um
Are we talking about the velvety ones that have yet to come out?
yeah, they come out December 21st, I believe.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Big money. What you doing finding the early releases of shoes? Oh, humble.
Because the
I've held them in hand. I've seen them. I've worn them. Okay, well, excuse me. Well, damn.
so like retail, if you can get them for retail, I would highly suggest you get them for retail. But like if resale is shooting up in the $300 price range, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your money, but in this case, hold your money. If any motherfucker out here is trying to get 300 plus for these Travis Scott Mocha lows, just let it go because we
They
we already know what's going to go down with these joints. Um, they're going to tell you that there's going to be a Travis Scott release on the website. It's going to be a release that's not a real release. Then you're going to have a lot of tier zero stores that are going to do a lot of raffles for these shoes. Now, when you enter the raffle, unless it's an overseas tier zero store, if it's an American based tier zero store, all the pairs are going to get backdoored except for a handful of sizes and one in every size so that they can at least say that they did a raffle. And then you're going to have the Nike sneakers release, which they're probably only going to release about 1,500 pairs, if that. So good luck with that. And then that'll be it. The system has always been flawed, fucked up, screwed. And at this point, it's 2024, man. Sneaker prices are dropping. The prices on the Black Cement 3 2024 are dropping. You can already get a pair of
I'm wearing mine now.
85. You can already these are buttery too, man. These are my second
Man,
pair.
these these
But
these feel great. These good.
you can already get a pair of 85 black toe Jordan 1s at the outlet
I already
or
got my
even
I got my
uh
reimagines for 190.
or even below retail on StockX and GOAT for what that what that means to you all. So I mean, just because it's a Travis Scott and we know that there are limited pairs going around, man, don't buy into that bullshit. Please don't. But again, I mean, it's your money. However you want to spend your money is up to you. But just like the last release, I didn't pay resale on it, even though I wanted them. I'm not gonna pay resale for this release, even though I do like them. He said not to take you off topic. Hell, hey man, ain't no thing, man. I took my damn self off topic.
I got
Oh,
I got my eyes on the new shit. CJ Trainer Jack Sharkadon T-Rex Mocha
I kind of
whatever
want those. Yeah.
whatever they call it. But yeah, they're super cheap. Apparently they were widely available at Complex Con and people were selling them
Yes.
off.
Yes.
See, that's gonna be something I'm interested more in because it's different and I don't gotta get, cracked over the head for a pair. It looks like it's a lot of units. So like I would personally invest in a new silhouette that's different, that still is uniquely Travis without having to pay $600 for another low cut Jordan 1 with a backward swoosh. These are nice though. Like they remind me of, without the stitching, the Phantom Black pair. Like I feel like
Right,
these gonna go the
right.
same way. Retail should be pretty low. People gonna realize, hey, these not that bad, or go, dang, a Travis that's under 400, and they gonna shoot up to about five,
So
six.
retail price on these is $150. In case y'all didn't know why the last, like the release of the Travises were so low, is because they took all of the vast majority of allocated pairs and they sent them all to Complex Con. So there you go. Complex Con screwed you again. LT man said, I'm 50. I've seen styles come and go. Real shit. And come back again. Hey, them bell bottoms, them open leg jeans is coming back, like 90s wear is coming back for what, like the third time now? Shit, I don't, but that's facts though. And on the topic of shoes, trust me, even when I was young, we were on our shoes, man. That's facts. Now, if back in the day, if jokers went on nothing, they was on their shoes. You know, all the time you hear about, oh, I gotta have the flyest sneakers, man. You ain't worried about the fit, you worried about the sneakers. People was getting stabbed for stepping on clean shoes back then. Lil Titan said same thing with Ja. Jasa197 said trash. And I'm pretty sure he was talking about the last joint. He said no speckles, please. Hey, that's facts. Homegrown, I know they're all brown. Remind me of the all black Travis. Hopefully the all brown ones have super premium materials. They do. And I hate to say this because like I'm only fueling the machine to, kind of help force the fictitious high resale price, hike that way up. But yeah, they got some pretty good material on it. Some really good suede. It's two-tonal suede. It's not the nubuck, even though suede and nubuck are pretty much the same damn thing. It's just the depth or the height of the material that gives it its name. But yeah, it's pretty damn good. I ain't gonna sit here and cap to you. Lil Tyson in baggy jeans. I want to drop a band after Christmas for myself, but on multiple pairs. Crypto has been great. $40 bands in November on Bitcoin with, geez, man, look, we're gonna get into talking about that too. I talked to Kari about this earlier. So I'm pretty sure he's pumped for that. But I wish I had invested in crypto a while ago. I don't know which way crypto is gonna go. Now I did invest in Dogecoin, and we know how that went. But I'm one of those crypto investors, and everybody is one of them, that when you invest in a cryptocurrency and it failed on you, it's two types of people. You either catch it all out and you cut your losses, or you hold on to it to remind you not to make the same dumbass mistake you made before. And I fall somewhere in the middle of that. I'm holding on to Dogecoin to remind me not to make the same dumbass mistake, and I'm also holding on to it because of the current political state of affairs that we're getting into, and because Elon Musk is, or was a huge believer in Dogecoin, and I'm hoping that with his new relationship, he's gonna send Dogecoin through the moon. And I'll become
somebody gonna send him to the moon.
Right. And I'll become I just want 100,000. No, let me not lowball myself. I just want like 500,000 off the strip, like a real quick 500,000. and I'll take out 200,000, and then like, I'll be good, man. I'll be good. RX, RXP now, homegrown. Please put a stack if you don't need it. Just watch it. RXP. Okay, I'm gonna look that up real quick. I'm gonna go check that out. Um, but so I know y'all thought the thumbnail about what the fuck is the name of that thing? Artifact.
Artifact.
So yeah. So the big thing about Artifact is Nike ties with Artifact. They are ending the program. And one of the biggest artists behind the whole driving force of Artifact was Murakami, um Takashi Murakami, who in a twist of fate is coming out with his own footwear.
I own a
um
pair. It's been out for a little bit. The full bloom slides, they had a release, like a soft release earlier in the year via Complex Shop. Then they had a
yeah,
full installation at Complex Con. And he also got a collab with Louis Vuitton. So right now,
right.
Complex is really pushing it to try to get some synergy. Like, hey, you couldn't afford these Louis Vuitton slides, you broke bitch? Well, get these.
And what's the
Um,
price on these? What's the ticket?
for the slides,
Because they look like fucking Yeezy slides.
one pair looks like Yeezy slides. Those are the ones that just debut, and then the full bloom ones with his famous flower character. They were 120-ish. I ended up selling them for like 250 because it was so much hype around that first pair.
Right. But I
Um,
will say the
they're
Yeezy
interesting.
slides drew inspiration from his culture. That's why Yeezy slides fit the way they do. And I've been wanting to tell y'all that story for a long time, but I just hadn't been able to find the time to drop a video. I think I'm gonna drop a video next year. uh, Regardless of whether Yeezy slides are a thing or not, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop that damn video. But that's Murakami's his up and coming impending footwear. Um, Now
Yeah,
let me
they
see.
Artifact and Nike were basically trying to ride Takashi Murakami's latest wave of popularity to try to push Artifact as the next big thing. You had his Air Force One Artifact collab, then you had the Artifact dunks, those big chunky dunks. Well, boom, there they go. And they tried so hard. They had the dot swoosh co-branding. They had that polygonal retro looking Air Max with Kai Cenat. Like they were just,
Yep,
to be honest, Artifact and Nike should have started doing the stuff like they're doing now with Fortnite first.
yep,
Seeing what caught fire, and then if it had enough attention, activating it in things like Fortnite or an app, and then making it available to the public. This stuff they were doing was like low effort for all the money that they put in the artifact and all the potential that digital playgrounds have with kids and consumers. Like it just was like half
right,
ass. It was
right.
it was whack. Like having your avatar stand in line for the Legend Blue 11s, man. What the fuck is that, man? What like did y'all? It's like a group of people sat in a room. It was like, what stupid shit can we do today?
Right.
And y'all doing
So,
it for products that don't matter. Like you got potentially, I'm about to sound blasphemous right now, so everybody sit down. One of the most boring fucking Jordan 11s of all time.
hey, speaking of boring Jordan 11, this was a conversation that we had about 2 weeks ago, and I was slightly ostracized.
Don't, and I'm not saying they shit. I'm saying there, if
But
it's
did
a room
HG?
of, if it's a room of Concords, Breads slash playoffs, Space, and all them, and the Legend Blue are in there, the Legend Blue's gonna be the last to go. Like, and I'm just being honest. And on top of
LT,
that,
man, I definitely have Robin Hood, man. I'm tapped into Robin Hood. I just need to know some good uh stocks to buy because like the stocks that I have, I've had them for I'm sorry, Kari. I've
no,
had the
you good. Go ahead.
stocks for about um 4 or 5 years now. Like I got stocks in Hertz before they went out of before they went into bankruptcy, and then before they uh privately sold the company, and kind of the company that they sold Hertz to kind of tried to rebuild it and rebrand it under the same name. So like those stocks that I have for that went from like I paid like 25 cents a share for them shits. And like they go for like I think like 11 between 11 to $20 a share or something like that. I don't know. I could be capping, but I haven't looked at it in a long time. But yeah, man, I got stocks I hold on to, man. AI will help you tremendously with any video you need for the channel. It's here. Use it, brother. Oh yeah. AI.
Allen Iverson.
Artificial intelligence.
That's it.
you know, I use AI for like clips and stuff like that. I don't know. Just send me a message on Instagram and let me know what you mean specifically about AI and assisting with the channel. That's pretty interesting that you said that. But what is it? Y'all might wonder, okay, so Nike cancels a program. Oh yeah. Before I get on that, man, I got to get back on my soapbox. Like I said, I was ostracized for asking how great, and it wasn't even really my thought process. It was more so of a challenging question, but I mean, I still got pegged and pause. Whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa, wait a second. What
I
the
got right.
hell?
I still got labeled, and stones were thrown at me as if it were my actual thought process, even though I showed off multiple pairs of 11s. I guess eyes and ears always seem to glaze over that. Oh, and also Kari reminded me as well to let y'all know as a disclaimer, because we had a conversation afterwards, that I don't give two shits about Jordan. I know that might be blasphemous to some of y'all, but I am not a Michael Jordan fan. I like the shoes, and I like the shoes that I see, so I come at these conversations and situations from a different angle. I come at it with a consumer thought process. Now I have done, and I always do my homework and my research on things so that I can come to you all with some knowledge. So I'm not just pulling shit out of, geez, man, Gen Z, millennials, man, y'all just really fucked up the conversation. But I'm a grown ass man, so I'm not just pulling information out of my ass and talking shit. But yeah, I mean, I respect everything that Michael Jordan has done. I like some of his shoes, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So, a lot of times when I question things, people, please don't take it to heart. I'm just trying to open your third eye. I'm trying to get you all to think about what you all are really doing and why you all are really doing it, so that you all don't waste your money. But now that we have gone through all of that, and I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Y'all might question. I mean, like, okay, so it's something that Nike has already done, where they cancel programs. They canceled the Adapt program. why is this so special? Why is this anything that needs to be highly reported on? Well, as a lot of you know, or maybe a lot of you don't know, with the Artifact program, um, you were purchasing NFTs with the promise of getting or possibly getting physical representations of the NFTs that you were purchasing. So it was basically like buying stock. Hundreds of thousands of people were buying images of shoes, past, present, and future, with the promise of value and the possible ability to actually get the physical copy or early access to the physical copies in hand. And with Nike deciding to end the program, basically what it did was it put the value of said NFTs in the shitter. So as you can see, as of December 1st at 5:39 p.m., the value of those NFTs tanked down to zero. And the caption was, shout out to whoever bought an Artifact NFT for $3,000 yesterday. Hope you good. Um, and that's some real fucked up shit. Nike laid off in this situation. Nike laid off all of their Artifact employees, um, but held them under the pretenses that Artifact was still going to be doing something incredible. Because if you all paid attention to ComplexCon, um, people were still talking about Artifact, selling shoes from the Artifact archives and shit like that,
So
and talking about the promise of good things to come.
I'm glad you brought that up because it shows two things to me. Number one, the writing on the wall from a good
Right,
and bad perspective. Like, so the first part, writing on the wall, they got this new shoe, right? The Air Max 1000. This is supposed to be a big revolution in sneakers. I thought it looked cool. It's a trend that's going on. Adidas got 4D, On has their spray technology. Now Nike is teaming up with a big company like Zellerfeld to do this. Writing in the wall from a good perspective is I can see why people were excited about Nike committing to the future of technology and innovation, getting back to their roots.
right,
But the bad part is you got this cool product, right? It's the future. You think it will go hand in hand with something like an NFT. You ain't see Artifact's name nowhere in that conversation.
right,
So if
right,
I'm working for Nike as an Artifact employee and they got this grand big presentation at ComplexCon that, let's be honest, ComplexCon was owned by Nike as far as like a presence. Not like they actually paid for it, but like they were the talk of the town. Y'all, these concrete boys, Travis Scott,
right,
this
right.
1000. And I'm sitting here with an Artifact name badge on. And one of the biggest partners, Takashi Murakami, got his own booth, and it's not an Artifact product in there. I'm gonna be like, hey, what the hell is going on here? Like, I was so disappointed in Nike at that because I'm like, you got Kai Cenat, king of the digital platform right now.
Right,
I show speed. He dabbles in different brands because he was wearing Yeezy slides a ton. But like his favorite person on earth is Cristiano Ronaldo, who's a Nike athlete. You got these titans of tech. You got this brand new technology. This is the shit that could have helped save the Artifact. Like if you
right.
told me I had to have an Artifact account to get a pair of 1000s, I would have made one. But instead, you signing me up for some PlayStation 1 looking ass Air Max. Boy, the regular Air Max didn't sell out. So why do I want this Microsoft Paint Cybertruck looking ass Air Max 1?
Right,
Like, it's that kind of shit that make me go, anybody, and I'm not saying nothing disparaging against nobody who lost their job, right? But like Nike just gave Caitlin Clark enough money to feed a small village in Africa for the next 10 years. And then
right,
they just laid you off of a physical important part of the team that's been there.
right,
If you're
right,
an Artifact investor, like Fran Relations, or an employee, like whoever been working there, Bro, your LinkedIn should have been on fire. Your Indeed should have been up. Your Glassdoor.com should have been in your recent history because this shit was doomed to fail. In the last three,
And
4 years, you showed me a shitty Air Max 1, some shitty Forces, and a Elon Musk AI generated Nike Dunk that you would think you would see in the middle of a mall kiosk with a light up swoosh. The fuck is this?
it's and see on the front of this shoe right here, these little pods right here, although they were physical, tangible items,
They ain't do nothing.
they were not cheap at all. They weren't cheap on the NFT market either. Um, Now here's the thing, and I'm glad you were saying all of that. And over on X, let me see. That's gonna bring me to the next thing that I wanted to bring up. But over on X, there was a conversation going with a bunch of insiders. One of those insiders, well, actually, maybe like 2 or 3 of those insiders were individuals that worked with Nike. One was an individual that actually worked on the Artifact project, and then another individual who goes by the name of Do It Big Like Chicago. He was actually like a whistleblower, and he gave a lot of like crazy inside knowledge as to who Artifact was as a company, what the issues were. It also answered why you were saying that it would have been better if they were giving tangible things and actual good tangible things. Why you didn't get anything tangible? And the host of the conversation is ex personality who goes by the name of Wells Swoosh, formerly known as Wells.Swoosh, ironically. And I'm not going to play like the whole 2 hours, not on this live. I might do like on a random day, and I'll let you all know before then. I might do a listening party to their little not little, but their X podcast, because you can do podcasts on X. You don't see anything physical, but it's more so like a listening party, and people are allowed to join and put their wealth of knowledge or 2 cents, however you look at it, in on the conversation. But Do It Big
soon enough.
Chicago was
certain of
crazy.
it.
Can you hear that?
People are going to be saying, "Oh my God, is Nick right?" Of course I am. I don't miss. I don't think I've been wrong about any story ever. Literally, don't check
Y'all
me
hear
back.
that?
Don't fact check me on that. I'm just letting you know that that's the case. All right.
Definitely more right than wrong. And what impressed me most, or even more than you being right
Fast
about
forward to some of this stuff.
Artifact shutting down, is how, like, you even gave us a date, right? I think you said
Probably, or like one of the greatest crypto success stories ever, just disappears and lies to their holders. It reflects poorly upon like the entire space.
No, and so I can agree with where you're coming from. Like, that's why, dude, it's 8 a.m. I saw the tweet go out, and I had to type up my own tweet and put in my 2 weeks on the timeline and say NFT Nick is the greatest reporter ever, and he was right.
The greatest ever.
And jump into whale spaces. But no, I mean, look, I get it. Like, I just a lot of other things.
That ever became an NFT going on with Nike and them. Like, that's been there. Like, these guys, months, 3 months, whatever.
I mean, right now,
Okay.
and I
So-
that needs to be underscored, underlined, highlighted, bolded, and
At this
maybe
point,
even a
it
font
is,
size
I think,
increase
the
on that,
beginning of the
where
conversation
basically
from the guy
Nike
known as
had an
Do It Big
inside
Chicago,
deal,
and his
hooked
account
up
was
insiders with on the mint,
his account was
and then,
suspended after this conversation.
and then
It's
the
crazy.
transaction went through. Is that not illegal?
No, listen, the employee is the person who was manipulating the early sales. Somebody can go find it and pin it. That,
Okay,
like,
no, it's not
the
the
girl
beginning.
who
It's
worked for
somewhere
Nike who sold
in
like
the
100
beginning
clones in that
half-ish,
first
though.
week. I mean, the SEC part of it, like, possibly. Like, Nike basically has funding behind them. That's who threw them their first tranche of money and then said, if this, then this. So, like, that's generally a basic business deal. But you can see they said that the original allotment had, I think it was 3,000 NFTs that were held back, or 2,000. A lot of them went to Nike employees. That was just the way it was out the gate. Nobody seemed to like question the timing of that they weren't acquired yet, but why are they getting assets? But that was part of team allotment. So like that part's cool. And if you're going to get SEC, like, you know, it can be the second person that I steamroll some shit on after Tom Bilal the first time. But that's a whole nother story.
And this is where he goes crazy.
But
Wait, you're talking about Tom Bilyeu? You were the
yeah, reason that he got the $60 million clawed back because he fucked with the wrong person.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We got the whistleblower himself. Maybe
No, he gave me a refund for $700,000 because my lawyer hit him up, and an hour later I got my refund, and it was the same like Clone X. The whole community wanted to sit here and say this guy's wrong, but that's why Tom gave me money, and he gave me a full refund of everything. That's why everybody else got a refund in that project who wanted to take it, because he had to, because he's a U.S. based company that lied. And the problem was, instead of just refunding me and shutting the fuck up, he decided that he wanted to go the next day and say that he got rid of the problem. And that's where that one really went.
Will.
But the $60 million he lost, that's a whole nother story.
Dude, this is a historic space, Will. You got the Do It Big Chicago here is involved in multiple legal fronts within the NFT space, exposing the evildoers within crypto and NFTs. What I'm curious about here is we were just, and I apologize to anybody that has mentally challenged or through that.
I love, by the way, how Nick is taking over the moderation of the space. Nick, I'm trying to make it close. But yeah, Chicago, go ahead. You started at, you know, Artifact and Nike wanting to shut down Artifact because, you know, they were really disappointed. You said it's mainly because because of the founders.
So here's what happens next. Nike takes the stock they gave them and they freeze it when they put these guys in court. This will go a couple years. They're going to claw back all the money and not let these guys get away with shit, because that's just the way it's going to be. So like the lawsuit's already written. Like they're going at the founders. That's part 2 of this. They pivoted a little bit in how this was supposed to be, but Artifact and Dot Swoosh were originally supposed to merge. The problem is they got so much bad reputation from it that it didn't make sense to do it. Too many broken promises, too many everything else. So like the next part is they're clawing back all the stock that these guys just vested. So like these founders aren't going to walk away with much. Like take that for what it is.
What? Oh my God. This is absolutely bonkers. So you're saying they went from now, well, I'm assuming during the acquisition, there was a significant portion of it that was cash, right? And $1 billion.
2 of them left and fled. 2 of them bought house. Well, one of them bought cocaine. The other one bought a house in Florida. So he was protected by the Homestead Act.
Wait a minute.
Like the reason Garga lives there is because you can't take that house away from him.
So an NFT
who was manipulating the early sales. Somebody can go find it and pin it that like the girl who worked for Nike who sold like 100 clones in that first week. I mean, the SEC part of it, like possibly, like Nike basically has funding behind them. That's who threw them their first tranche of money.
That is crazy.
And then said, if this, then this. So like, that's generally a base thousand.
That like, you know,
100%. You're one of the most innocent people who still supported Artifact and did a good job working for them.
That's
not knocking it.
That's like
so. Okay. Basically, that whole conversation, and I mean, it is an in-depth, crazy, good conversation. But basically, to kind of sum it up a little bit, Artifact was a crooked company beforehand. And they were basically, a lot of people that were running Artifact were behind fake manufacturers. They had one of the largest manufacturers of fake sneakers. And they were doing some pretty shady, underhanded things. And they ended up in a bad relationship with Nike, with the old CEO. The new CEO comes in, you know, he said they're trying to make a statement, do things differently, clean things up so that the new CEO doesn't get in trouble or have to take the blame for it. And I'm paraphrasing, for lack of a better term, and plan on pinning all of the bad things on the old CEO. So it's, ooh, geez. And that's it. Basically, what ended up happening to Artifact, because of all of the broken promises, because of the bad relationships, the underhanded bullshit, Artifact had to go. And unfortunately, the ones who had to really suffer were the employees that were, in a sense, blindsided and led to believe that Artifact is going to continue and try to do bigger things. Now, according to this guy as well, there were certain individuals or certain employees that got paid an advance or a stipend of hush money to not inform the other employees that Artifact was no longer going to be a thing. And apparently they've known about this for a year, probably longer than that. So unfortunately, there were other employees that were blindsided, that were fired. And then, of course, individuals such as you, me, or anybody else were screwed over thinking that we were going to be making money off of Nike Artifact and their NFTs. A lot of people lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. They had some speakers on there during their podcast. They were talking about oh boy, had I lost that level of money that they were talking about they were losing, I would have lost my mind along with that cash as well. But man, hell nah. They have to come see by me. Yeah, also said, my God, hope all is great for you and God bless you with health, longevity, life, and happiness, my God. Yeah, man. Yeah, same to you. Absolutely, man. Hope everybody is okay, man. We never want to see the family down, out, or sick, man. But blessings to everybody. But yeah, it is a really interesting conversation, something that I think everybody should definitely tap into. Like I said, I might do a listening party for educational purposes. All of this is for educational purposes. Take the information, do what you want with it. But these are some really interesting guys, a really great conversation. That is basically what I wanted to talk about with you all tonight. This whole crazy story surrounding Artifact NFT and where Nike is going forward in the future. How does this, I mean, like, honestly, how do you think this would affect Dot Swoosh? Because like you all heard, this was supposed to be a merger with Dot Swoosh. Now, Dot Swoosh has actually produced products. Now, like Kari said, they might not have been the best products, but they have produced products nonetheless. They didn't have much of a good rollout for these products either. But again, like I said, they were products nonetheless, more and better than what Artifact gave us. The value of the actual shoes that Artifact has given us, I've seen them drop on platforms like GOAT and StockX. They more than likely will drop some more. They will more than likely bottom out some more along with the NFT value because of the simple fact that Artifact is a failure. Artifact is a failure as it stands, and they more than likely will bottom out in value. At some point, I wanted a pair. I wanted a pair of Dunk Artifacts, and then reality set in that if I had to pay a ridiculous amount of money, the shit just ain't worth it. You know, the sneaker culture, and as far as value and price, is dropping, with the exception of Travis Scott. There's always an exception to the rule, but it's the bubble. I want to say bubble has burst. The bubble has burst as far as the resale market, and we have seen it left and right. We've got tons of examples or tons of memes about resellers and things like that, and I'm enjoying it. I'm absolutely enjoying it. I'm enjoying it for you all. I'm enjoying it for myself because it's no longer bringing anxiety and panic and the thought process that I might have to have something that I don't actually want. A lot of people are starting to calm down on like the what's the word I'm looking for? The heckling, because a lot of people used to make fun of people when they said that they don't like the shoe or that they would rather go a different direction. That has kind of slowed down as well. And that's good for the culture as well, because hopefully it gets to a point where we can just wear what we like and people be respectful about what we like although I highly doubt it. I mean, because opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one in their stake, and opinions are going to forever exist. But I don't know. How do you think? What do you think? Or how do you think this looks for Nike? I mean, honestly, Nike has done so many questionable things and have taken so many L's, and they're still going. We're still buying shoes that I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But yeah, that is what it is. What it is. That's what it is. Again, I think I might actually do a listening party for this 2 hours, but this is only going to be for the people who are, interested in stocks, interested in the intricacies of company ins and outs, and that actually, maybe even kind of care about what happens to people in the end when big companies screw people over. So if you're interested in that, I might do a random listening party like early in the morning sometime if anybody is available. Because like I said, this is like a 2 hour conversation, almost a 3 hour conversation. Yeah, before we get out of here, because I said this wasn't going to be a long time, I gotta get me some medicine and take a snooze. Before we get out of here, let's go back up to Nike sneakers. Check out what's supposed to be dropping this week. Some things that I thought were mentioned or noteworthy was the women's Air Max Plus with Swarovski crystals. Hey, I can say that. I might get, tongue-tied for other things, but I can say Swarovski. The black pair, which is the pair that I like the most because it's simple, subtle, and when I saw how these actually look, an in-hand look, boy, these hit. But for $450, these are dropping in 2 days. These are dropping on Thursday, December 5th, 10 a.m., $450. The Moonlight pair, $450. Your boy ain't got it. If somebody want to loan me $450, I'll go ahead and try and snatch these up. But these hit. These is it right here. These is it. I'm a big Air Max Tune fan as well. The other colorway is dope as well too. Let me see what them joints at. Right there. These is $550 though, because these is loaded with crystals. $450 versus $550. I'd rather go for the $450, but I can't blame you because the mud guard is suede, that good suede too, man. That good suede. Crystals all on the upper, but yeah, too rich for my blood. Too rich for my blood. Then you got, let me see. What is this? The Foam Posits. When do they drop? Because every time I see a pair of Foam Posits, man, December 4th, the metallic copper Foam Posits, $230. Not for me, but I respect the Foam Posit heads. I respect the foam heads. It's a dope colorway though. I hope they don't have that same material as the metallic copper foam, whatever that colorway was that chips off, but clean nonetheless. What else she got? She got Fortnite's mentioning of the Jordans. I got on Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite, but I got on Fortnite looking for these, and these were nowhere to be found. And these are already supposed to have dropped. Some pretty dope stuff. Same marketing principle as NFTs, but I'm too smart to buy into this. And on top of that, I'm not a kid who's willing to waste my parents' money. Although I do waste money, just not on Fortnite. What is? These are releasing December 10th. And I think they actually have a physical. Yeah, okay. So it's actually a physical copy because those are the dunks that I showed earlier to y'all that are still sitting. These are pretty nice. I thought these were something different the first time I saw them, but they're pretty nice. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. They're pretty nice. What else we got? We got some Pata Converse. They cool. They Converse. What you gonna do? Then you got the white and black Jordan 5s, December 7th. They cool. They can sit. They not a must-have. $200 is the retail price on that. And then to round it off, the December 14th, you have the Legend Blue 11s, $230 retail price. These are already, like I mentioned earlier in the live. Oh, snap, my shoulder's killing me. Can't do that. They are already going for below retail on the secondary market. But I'm still, I mean, am I going to... The thing about the secondary market is I can't really trust whether they're real or not. So at this point in time, I would rather go ahead and pay the $230 retail than risk it and pay the $100 or something and possibly get some foo-doos, some foo-boo doo-doos. JVL said the Galaxies are fire. I'm going to camp out for the Galaxies no matter the weather or where I have to go. I don't know. You might not have to camp out for these, Yo. You might be able to stay in, stay healthy, and stay safe on that. But yeah, anybody going after the Legend Blues? Anybody other than me? I saw somewhere where people were talking about the OG slide out box. You're never gonna see that again, and we really missed the OG slide out box. Okay, well, where was this love for the OG slide out box when they were still doing it? The last time we saw the OG slide out box, I believe, was for either the Space Jams or was it the Win Like 96s and the Win Like 82s? I think they did the slide out boxes for those, and people were complaining. They were like, oh, it's too much work to deal with the slide out boxes. The slide out boxes are trash and blah, 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 blah. But now, when you're getting pimped for your money, now you want the slide out boxes. Man, come on, y'all. Make up y'all mind, man. You can't please everybody. And that's a good example of that. But again, like I said, I'm going after the Legend Blues. It is what it is. $230 is the retail price. Y'all hit me up on the 14th when we had a conversation. We got what? How many more lives? I think we got like 3 more lives until Christmas. And then I might even do a special holiday live, just to chat it up with y'all, have a conversation. And just celebrate the holiday spirit for people that celebrate Christmas, and for those who don't, man, we just gonna be popping our shit, man, talking about what's going on and see who caught what. Because the Travises come out on the 21st as well. They come out before Christmas, so hopefully I hit on a pair of Mocha Travises, man. Hey, everybody send some sneaker energy my way, because I reactivated my account, and hopefully my account does better. Hopefully they look at me as somebody new that's trying to get some shoes, and they bless your boy with some Travis Scott mochas, and we can have a conversation about that. But yeah, more videos coming. Follow me on Spotify for the podcast to just sit and listen if you don't want to watch the video, or if you can't stand my face. Again, videos coming. I got to edit those. I appreciate all of y'all for tapping in with me tonight on Soul Source, man. I love and appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all make the community what it is, man. Y'all make the sneaker game exciting, and y'all make me want to come back and keep dropping information and dropping content for y'all, man. I appreciate Kari for coming through and sharing his vast well of knowledge as well. He had to step away for a moment and take care of some things. He was busy before this, and I appreciate him for coming through and supporting your boy. Hopefully we can get Kari in here more often, man. It's always a good time when Kari come through, man. And as y'all can see, man, he jump on my head sometimes and get me straight, man. He, Mario hops on my head like I'm a Goomba or something like that. But man, I love and appreciate him for all the good moments. I think that'll conclude tonight's Soul Source Live, man. Again, I cannot leave y'all without saying nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way. And dream hungry. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Until next time, I'll catch y'all later. I'm finna go take me some medicine, lay down, drink me some more tea, and hopefully get over this cold. Man, stay away from kids, man. Stay away from kids, especially this holiday season, this winter season, and you'll make it out alive, man. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.